Good morning. I'm Matt Dixon, joining you again as the founder of EV.io cryptocurrency ratings. And I'm pleased to join you again today on 3.0 TV to bring you the latest traders report. So I have mentioned, I actually did on the show a microwave analysis of pump.fun. I think it's a good place to start. We had 11 waves higher, which is corrective. We had 11 waves down, which was corrective. And I called for an impulse higher to at least the 2.618 area. We could even extend further. But so far, we've seen gains since that call, where I called it out here for a five-wave pump to the upside. We've so far had 131% gain, somewhere around there. If we go down to here, it's actually 131% gain we've had so far. If we were to proceed and go to 2.36, 4.236, let me get it right, the 4.236 extension level, then that would equate with more than 200% gain on this particular asset. So it does pay to count your waves properly and make the projections properly. Even if you close your trade now, 131% gain is not to be sniffed at. Really good potential, well, not only potential, really good actual gains there that you could have had if you'd followed our guidance. So moving over to Bitcoin now, obviously we had a great pump yesterday, and the reason for that is that we got PPI figures coming out much lower than expected. Or say lower than expected. We had a shock higher last time. Last time we had a PPI read, which hit the market quite hard, but now that figure's come right down. And I think it's possibly an effect of tariffs that had an immediate upward effect on inflation. So prices were immediately higher based on that because tariffs obviously raise prices. But I think these tariffs will actually stifle demand. And so we'll start to see inflation falling. And that is what we're seeing in the markets now. We got lower PPI than expected yesterday. That caused a boost in the markets because it lowers interest rate expectations. Now, we do have an interest rate decision coming next Wednesday, and it's now pretty well nailed on that we're going to get at least a 25 basis point cut, possibly even 50 basis points. We may even get a shock 50 basis point cut. So that would really probably put a rocket under the market and push things higher for the time being. So for now, I think it's probably positive for the markets, and I think we'll continue to see a pump in markets. And I do think we'll continue to see Bitcoin pushing towards and beyond all-time highs to make new all-time highs. So I'm bullish the markets. We actually did surpass. You can see the dotted dash line here, the horizontal line. That was showing some sort of resistance levels here, here, and here. We broke through that convincingly. We may retest it again before we push higher, but that's a really positive sign for me. And for a long time, we've had positive signals. We had here this regular bullish divergence here, where we had basically lower lows on price and higher lows on RSI. That told us that price was going to push higher. That's precisely what happened. We've got a few other signals as well, but basically, this looks like it's the end of some sort of wave four correction, and I think we're pushing up in an early wave five, the early part of wave five now. So that should take us quite a bit higher. And we indicated that some time ago with this arrow to the upside. That was our expectation. If you had jumped in on this bullish divergence here, you could most certainly protect your position right somewhere up here, probably below this dotted line or dashed line. Protect your position now in a guaranteed profit situation and then ride it higher. But if price were to retrace, you'll still collect quite a decent profit there. We've looked at the pump.fun. I mean, I'll just show you a live chart where we're at the moment. It's going really, really well. That micro analysis was looking at a short time frame. We're on 4 hour at the moment. I think I went right down to the 15-minute time frame and showed you exactly how you should be counting waves to determine whether the move here and here, up and down, was impulsive or corrective. And I concluded that this was a correction higher and a correction lower. So that's basically 3 up, 3 down. Then we expect 5 waves higher. That's what's called a flat correction. And as I say, we may or may not have finished that now because a flat correction finishes with a 5 wave move. Now we do appear to have 5 waves here, 1 up, 2 down, 3 up, 4 down, 5 up. But actually this 5 up looks as though it may actually become extended. And if it's extended, we could extend, as I said, to the 4.236 extension. That would be an all-time high for Pump.fun. And as I said, they're a great token with lots of interesting developments in the pipeline. So I'm really bullish there. Um, Gold, of course, well, actually, gold is looking corrective at the moment for a little move down. ABC moved down, so I do expect higher for gold. So gold has been really, really bullish. Jasmy, again, we had that support level, which has been pierced a couple of times, but I think it's still acting as some sort of support level. We did have on a different time frame, we had some hidden bullish divergence from here, so I do expect higher there with Jasmy. XRP, we'll finish with XRP. Um, Again, showing some kind of possible triangle formation in wave four. Now, it's perfectly acceptable in a wave four. It can happen or appear in wave four, wave B, or wave X corrections. So this appears to be a wave four correction. So looking like a triangle, but it could potentially just be a WXY, which is still a corrective pattern and would expect more upside to take us to new all-time highs. So we've got the early beginnings of the move to all-time highs, but I do believe that will accelerate. It could accelerate as we approach the interest rate decision next Wednesday, or it could wait until that interest rate decision. Let's see. But I'm bullish. We may get some little choppy corrections, but overall, I'm quite bullish XRP. So that's a brief summary for today. There's lots of other news that's telling us that potentially we're in the early stage of a fifth wave run to the upside. So overall, I'm bullish. Hope you're enjoying the markets at the moment. There's some great gains to be had. So thank you so much for listening and catch up again soon.